Кажется, у кого-то был секс.
LAPD, we're looking for Mayor Cohen. I believe he has lunch here.
There's not going to be any trouble, is there?
Which table?
Number 3, if you'll follow me.
I got a call back for that Universal Chorus.
LAPD. We have some questions.
Hi,
regarding...
Mickey. How's it hanging?
Fine. Just fine, Roy. I see you brought Iga Beaver along. Hope he's not going to put the shakes on me again.
Cole Phelps, Mickey Cohen.
Good afternoon.
He has manners. Aren't you a little green for this kid?
Meet Johnny Stompanato, Cole. He has the biggest schlong in Hollywood and the smallest gun. Or maybe that's the other way around. I can never quite remember.
You're a funny guy, Roy. Haven't I always said what a funny guy Roy is? And how much fun it would be to get together with him sometime.
Poor Johnny. He's the dark, sensitive type. He's a serviceman too, Cole. Johnny was at Okinawa.
You were in the crotch?
6th Marines.
The lieutenant who won the Silver Star up on Sugarloaf. I've heard of you.
Something like that.
All right, have we finished flirting? You got something to discuss, Roy? Or are you going to stand around beating the meat while my lunch gets cold?
We have some questions.
Do I need my lawyer?
Your brother-in-law, Lenny Finkelstein, was selling stolen morphine. He had 1/3 of the shipment.
Old news, kid. I don't know anything about what Lenny was up to.
So I'm supposed to believe that you don't know what happened to the rest of the shipment?
Lenny, God rest his soul, was a moron. He was family, though, and I haven't made a beef about that, so count yourself lucky, kid. The H is a filthy habit, and I don't condone it. The simple solution would be to have all the dope fiends put down.
So you don't know where he got the morphine?
Kid, ask a question you might get an answer to.
We believe there's a link between a group of Marines and the morphine stolen from the SS Coolidge. One of those Marines was shot to death in a club last night.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
Ну, врет, получается.
I think you're lying. I think the 111 Club was your men. I think you're trying to send a message.
I'll send you a message, kid. You better have some proof that that was one of mine, or else you better have health insurance, huh?
Морфин. Партия сигарет Веллер. Вот я не знаю, вот что за партия сигарет. Ну, предположу, что морфин.
All of the scratching around in that little book is cute, kid. Run along now, huh?
Блять,
A
нет.
few Negroes saying goodbye on the sidewalk will never make the papers, Mickey. But we had a judge in Pasadena say adios the other day. Prominent white people popping their clogs makes everyone nervous.
You know dope has never been my thing, Roy. It's always been for schmendricks like Jack D and Jimmy Utley. But I'll ask around and I'll get back to you. Hey, you boys want some lunch? How about a drink?
We'll take a rain check on that. Come on, Cole, we're leaving.
We have to cut that dope. It looks bad with people dying.
We have to get the rest of it. There's no way of watering down the stuff in those little packages. You have to put the squeeze on those guys and get the rest of it.
They don't seem the type to frighten that easy.
We'll see.
What's going on?
That fucking rat Stoker has gone public about Brenda.
Who is Brenda?
Brenda is LA's most famous madam.
Everyone knows it?
Of course everyone knows. Brenda pays her way.
Are we cops or a collection agency?
Whores have been around since the Bible. Our job is to keep it off the street so Joe Citizen and his wife can stroll around unmolested.
Then we should change the law.
Are you out of your mind? Every politician in America is against prostitution, except when they're using them.
So where does Stoker come in?
He objects to the LAPD and the administration taking its cut.
Is everyone in on this?
Yeah, and that's the problem. From a little acorn does a large tree grow. He could bring the whole thing crashing down on us.
Aren't you supposed to be working
Sir, do you know which robbery detectives are working the Army surplus theft from the Coolidge?
Caldwell and McManus? I saw Caldwell in the squad room not long ago if you want to speak to him.
Thank you, sir. We'll do that.
This way.
Oh, anytime.
You've been working the docks robbery on the SS Coolidge?
Yeah, that's right.
So how do you see it?
Inside job. Either the guys working the wharves or some of the guys on the ship.
What else was taken apart from the morphine?
Case of BARs, case of Thompsons, crate of Valor smokes.
Homicide just recovered 3 BARs and a mountain of cigarettes at a shooting at the 111 Club.
No kidding. I better get over there.
Do you have a copy of the manifest?
Yeah. Here it is.
So, how do we connect the docks robbery to the mess at the 111 Club?
Want to make homicide. You know you've got it made if you can get to that.
Enough to
mess.
arm 3 companies. Here's our backroom arsenal from the 111 Club.
Yeah, I'm thinking of
This is
moving
the
up
crate we
to
recovered.
45. I want to stop them with 1 round.
500,000 cigarettes loose on the streets of
Got
LA.
the jitters again.
Some of these guys are from my old unit. They must have finally shipped home. Kelso, Sheldon, McGoldrick.
McGoldrick was on the boat?
Sure, we checked him out.
McGoldrick bought the 111 Club, Harry. His brains are all over the bar.
Looks like whoever stole the dope is getting muscled.
By whom?
Dragner or Cohen. They control the hop.
Detectives, KGPL's going crazy. Shots fired at 1384 North Bronson. Some guy with an automatic spraying a Hollywood bus. They want every car. Go!
Да, блять, у него башка бронированная. Нет, тут стрелять что ли надо или что? Отойди ты, мразь, блядь! Здорово. Ну, если с перерывами... А, то есть на расстоянии я его не мог убить, а вблизи ему 2 выстрела. Всего нужно. С перерывами, если на поесть, то, наверное, смогу пройти.
Phone number and restaurant table. It's one of the BARs.
Я бы не рисковал брать его живым.
I know that guy. Felix Alvaro.
Я как
He's one of the
это...
guys from the ship.
His name was on the manifest.
Палпатин.
Looks like McGoldrick wasn't the
Его,
only one to get a
его
message.
опасно оставлять в живых.
Hey, Alvaro.
Hey, Lieutenant.
He's just a plain detective now, Chico.
Who's the jughead?
This is my partner, Roy Earl. We just want to find out what
По
happened.
укрытиям.
What happened is that someone took a shot at my bus. And then cops turned up and start treating me like I'm some sort of Pachuco punk. My people have been in California for over 300 years.
Very fucking admirable, Felix.
Я за ситха играю, Миша, ты не знал?
You hear anything about the big heist on the Cool Ridge?
Yeah, I heard about it.
На всех наезжаю.
Not much. The cops came and interviewed me and all the other guys on the ship.
I was down at the 111 Club this morning, waiting for the medical examiner to scrape Eddie McGoldrick's brains off the bar. You want to tell me anything about that?
I heard that Eddie came into some money. Too bad he didn't keep a low profile. It was a tough break to get through Okinawa and then have to buy it back home.
Who's shooting at you, Felix?
How the fuck do I know?
The dead guy on the roof works for Mickey Cohen. Why would Cohen want you dead?
Man, I don't know anything about Mickey Cohen or any of those gangsters.
Что ты, блядь? Гангстер? Гангстер? Сука, блядь. Записная книжка с подробностями нападения на Альвара. Декларация. Наверное, только это подойдет.
Your name was in the sniper's notebook. Level with me, Felix.
Cohen thinks because we were on the boat, we have the morphine. Courtney's meeting those guys to sort it out.
Courtney Sheldon?
Yeah. You remember Sheldon, don't you, Cole?
We'll be in touch, Felix.
You heard that Jack is in L.A.?
I saw his name on the manifest.
He's been here a couple of months. Sure glad to see you got over your wound, Lieutenant. I mean, Detective.
Pretty cool customer.
He's been under fire before.
You buying his story?
Not for a minute.
Yeah.
Hello, Jack.
Talking about.
This is Detective Roy Earl.
Hello, Cole.
We would like a word.
Would you like to come inside?
Actually, we'd prefer if you'd come downtown with us. Do you mind?
Do I have any choice?
No, you don't.
Are you going to tell me what this is all about?
It would be better for all of us if we discussed it at the station.
Bad move, Cole.
How have you been, Jack?
Cut the crap. You pick me up in front of my apartment like a common criminal and then expect small talk? Fuck you.
Do you know that there's a gang war going on in LA trying to recover that stolen morphine?
That has nothing to do with me.
Did you know, Mr. McCarthy? You didn't know about the insurance.
I'm sure it would be gripping to hear more of your life story, boys, but the truth is, I don't give a fuck. You were on the boat, Kelso. What happened?
Do you really think a bunch of Marines could muscle in on the dope rackets in this town? Between the Vice Squad and the mob, I hear it's pretty sewn up.
You better watch your mouth.
Watch your mouth, brother.
Did you know that Eddie McGoldrick recently came into money and bought a nightclub?
No, I didn't know that.
Ну, вроде не водит глазами, да?
And you didn't know that some mobsters blew his brains out last night?
No, I didn't.
You heard that a crate of BARs went missing?
No, I didn't.
I saw Felix Alvaro today.
Good. How was he?
A little pale. One of Mickey Cohen's goons had emptied about 60 BAR rounds into the bus he was driving. A public bus, in the middle of Hollywood. Are you going to tell me what's going on? Or do more innocent people have to die?
Yeah, and what's in it for you, Cole? Newspapers? More glory? Another promotion? Another medal at the expense of men who fought for their country? Count me out.
What do you know about the Army surplus robbery from the Coolidge, Jack?
What I know is that on 3 separate occasions you would have been dead if it weren't for me. I don't know anything about the robbery.
Ты заволновался, да? Вроде не. Не, может.
People are dying because morphine intended to help servicemen is being used on the street. Now we have guys from our old unit being killed by mobsters. We can put 2 and 2 together, Jack.
Gratitude isn't a concept that has much effect on you, is it, Cole?
Answer the question, Jack. Let's get this over with.
I was interviewed when the robbery took place. I don't have anything further to add.
Jack, we just want information.
Bullshit, Cole. Did you seriously believe that dragging me down here would get me to give up my own guys? You call yourself a Marine? Trying to make a name for yourself with this shitheel? Look at this chump with his $200 suit and $2,000 car.
The tough guy act is really impressive. I like you, Jack. I'd like to make you for this. I really would. I'm going to be working on it and keeping an eye on you. You can go now.
Shooting, Robert Steiner, 6780 West Sunset Boulevard. The victim is
That's
Chris
true.
Majowski.
Another name from the manifest?
They just walked up and shot the man. Two of them officers, they went that way.
Go on, get after him.
Jack was a company sergeant. He would never get involved in something like this.
We brace him and drag him downtown.
Won't work. He's a tough customer.
Whee!
I can't take a shot from here, Cole. Hit him. Clear the
Shoot him.
down the road.
Shoot him, motherfucker.
Step on it, huh? Just give me a little closer.
По колесам стреляй.
Hit him, Cole. Spin him out. Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tires. It's no good. We need to get closer.
Да, блять. Я был близко к ним. Надо было попадать по колесам.
Getting close. Steer him off the tar.
Fuck.
An LAPD file. We have a traitor in our midst. All of the names on the list have a hit team assigned to them. Cohen is meeting with Sheldon tonight.
We have to look at damage limitation. We can't allow that strumpet Brenda Allen to bring down the whole administration.
We've got to put a lid on the press. Can't someone talk to Harry over at the Times?
It's too late. The Times would look ridiculous if we dropped the story now.
Who is this Stoker?
Stoker's a lily-white. Nothing that will fix this in the short term.
My law and order credentials are disappearing as we speak. Can we get Brenda to leave town?
Yes, we can, but she won't go quietly. Brenda has extensive records.
Can she at least lay low?
That's already been taken care of.
Mayor? District Attorney?
Who is this guy? And what does he want, Horrell?
The name's Roy Earl, detective, administrative vice.
Aren't you one of the clowns that got us into this mess?
Oh, I think that the orders regarding Brenda come down, not up, Mayor. I have a human interest story. It involves a certain LAPD cop, a hero from the war, who has let his beautiful wife and kids down, who has betrayed America for a German junkie whore, who has abandoned his pledge to the LAPD and his commitment to the public. We all serve. Could be all over the papers by tomorrow, and you would be off the hook.
So what do you want in return, Roy? Fingering a fellow officer.
О, попал. О, хорош. Они с двумя спущенными колесами едут. Motherfucker. Ну нельзя же их спасти же, нет? Они же стреляют в тебя. За вождение.
Polar Bear Ice Company. You really did it. Wonder whether it was worth it.
Most people never get the chance to be rich. Wouldn't you risk it?
Looks like Sheldon is bringing his own fire team with him.
Да я не уверен, что в лиге буду прям играть. Мне это лишние нервы тратить не хочется. У меня Overwatch хватает. Если только там не будет какого-нибудь охренительного скина на сабы, а так я нахуй надо еще. Я вот в 11-й полубога брал ради саба только. Больше у меня мотивации не было гриндить. Скин из фильма. А он выбивается в лиге? Или где? Из фильма я хочу. Сабы вроде как покупать надо. Но там есть такие скины из МК3.
Sheldon is at Hollywood Station requesting an interview with Detective Cole Phelps.
Well, I'll be damned.
That's not correct protocol, 11K. I'll take that as a roger.
Ну посмотрю.
King en route.
Половина часа и всего 15% прошел ватмана. Да.
Roy, in my office, if you please.
Если бы не эти загадки дебильные, да?
Let Phelps do the interrogation.
От загадочника.
No buts. This is more important.
Или от кого-то. Миссии пиздец долгие.
That's the one.
Sheldon,
About a week ago, this guy murdered
is this
his
your
wife's
attorney?
No,
doctor.
detective.
That's the cop who put him
This is
away.
Dr. Harlan Fontaine. He came down here to help me
Ну, я
out.
вроде как близок к концу.
You stole the morphine from the Coolidge.
You can't prove that.
За сегодня
Let's see if I
пройдено.
can try. And what is your relationship to Sheldon, sir?
Tutor, mentor. Mr. Sheldon is a medical student of mine. He has a very bright future.
Oh, that's nice to know. Too bad all of your war buddies won't get to see your graduation.
Так, бывший врач с морской пехоты, чье имя значится в списке пассажиров Coolidge.
Has anyone seen my pen? How long is this gonna take?
Это из ролика те челики, я помню.
I would have asked Beckett or Majewski or Driscoll about their involvement, but that's difficult, considering they're all dead. That leaves you, Sheldon.
You can't blame their deaths on me, Phelps.
Will you take long at responsibility?
Так, что у меня есть там?
Now you want me to lie. That's correct.
Записка, в которой... Так,
You really think I'm gonna squeal? No.
говорится на меч с... Куртни.
Can you bring me the
Ровно с Микки Коэном.
Yeah.
Дэнни Феликс Тейнер.
Hungry or something? Or can I go back to sleep? Maybe. Are there matters without dirty in this city anymore? No way. Nope. Can I take this
Так, ну вот это все точно нет. Если чё.
You trying to sit me down?
То, что последнее, наверное. Улики.
Stare all you want. I have nothing to hide.
You're lying, Courtney. The other guys aren't smart enough to attempt something like this. You either give it up, or I go after Jack for it.
And how do you prove that, Cole?
Там есть за сезонную валюту даже бруталки, которые в башнях ты не откроешь. Фак, не хочу лигу играть. Мне не до лиги.
We know about your showdown with Cohen. We found notes on your guys.
Cohen is hitting our old unit. He believes we have the morphine. I told him that we don't have it. And that's the truth. Isn't it, Doc?
I believe Mr. Sheldon. I think he's telling the truth, Detective.
You were on the ship,
Не
Sheldon.
хочу лигу
Yes.
играть.
That's correct.
So you had opportunity.
But it doesn't mean that I was involved.
Can you bring me the car? Say no. You were smoking a cigarette in the other room? That's correct. Say, do you guys need me to stick around much longer?
И чё, он эмоции будет? О, он моргнул. Он лжет, да? Моргает.
Is this a picture of your car?
По-любому лжет, да?
Stare all you want. I have nothing
Кадык
to hide.
двигался. А, ну окей, лжет тогда.
So you don't mind that the mob executed McGoldrick, Driscoll, and Beckett to get to you?
I don't know why you're trying to pin this on me. Where's your proof?
I have faith in the Lord. Do you, senor? What the hell is the LAPD up to these days?
Stare all you want. I have nothing to hide.
Что, нельзя смотреть? А, ну ты, блядь, это... Ну нет, ты точно лжешь, да? Битый морпех, передай кортеж. Дело этого стоит. Это что?
Beckett had a message for you before he died. Bad luck. It was worth a try.
I feel bad about Beckett, Phelps. He was a hard charger. Those guys deserve more. I don't blame them for taking their shot.
Have you finished, Detective?
I'm just getting started. You have an answer for everything, Courtney. Let's hope Jack does, because now I'm going after him. Is there anyone you're not prepared to sacrifice?
Jack is not in this. He's a good guy.
You or Jack, Courtney. I don't care who goes to jail. I just want the morphine off the street.
What are you offering, Cole?
Don't be ridiculous, son. This man is gambling.
What's your offer?
Тут такой дедуля прикольный был. Так лицо морщил. Ты бы
Upstairs
видел.
in my office now.
This man is about to confess.
As of now, you're suspended from duty, pending a fitness review.
What are you talking about?
You heard the man, Phelps. Upstairs and face the music like the hero you were.
Чё, я правильно все ответил? Чё вам надо?
You certainly had us fooled, Detective. Phelps, you're one of my favorite sons. You've broken this old man's heart.
Sir, what is going on?
You're suspended, Phelps. And over your
В
badge
смысле
and
отстранен? Я правильно все сделал.
your wife's attorney has pictures of you and the German. Compromising pictures, lad.
She's pressing
А,
charges.
нифига
He'll be
себе.
formally charged with adultery. A criminal cannot serve as an LAPD officer, as I'm sure you're aware.
I don't understand.
How could you do it, lad?
Меня подставили.
Your wife, your children, consorting with the enemy and a
Меня
dope fiend.
подставили вот эти двое.
You're lucky the war is over. You'd be taken out and shot. The department doesn't need this kind of publicity, Phelps. Hand over the gun. Keep your head down until your board hearing.
Да
I
держите,
forbid you to
блядь.
make any comments to the
Я разберусь сам с этим.
What the hell were you thinking?
Ну вот и уволили меня, как я хотел. То есть, когда я хуёво расследую, меня не увольняют,
Please leave. You're upsetting the girls.
а когда я все правильно делаю, меня увольняют.
Go to her, Cole. You have done
Как это
enough
работает
damage here.
вообще?
Do you want me to call the police?
For God's sake, Marie. Can't we at least talk?
What is there to talk
Это
about?
моя жена?
Do you love her?
Красивая, да.
Do you?
Буба.
What were you thinking? What about our children? Can you imagine what this has been like for them?
Да, я ничего не
Go
делал.
away, Cole. My father has hired an attorney and you will be hearing from him.
Crazy.
I'd like to explain, Marie. I'd like to tell you what I've been going through.
What you've been going through. I have had reporters camped out on the front lawn all morning. I can't stand it, Cole.
Какая-то мразь меня подставила. Может, мой напарник меня подставил? Меня мой напарник как будто бы поставил. Я не знаю, кто еще. Или те двое. Ну, что-то сомневаюсь, что те двое. О, моя любовница. Че, перепихнемся? А, так получается... Получается, да. А, никто меня не подставлял. У меня, да, была любовница, я вспомнил. Я вспомнил. Как я забыл-то? Капец. Я еще тогда сказал, у кого-то был секс сегодня. Вспомнил я.